Okay. So, good morning. Am I audible? Thank you. Okay. So, that's all for Terraform. So, today we can discuss OpenTofu. Okay. The alternate of Terraform tool. Wait here. First, let me complete the concepts. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Raj. Full busy with your work, right? Hmm. Okay, guys. Doing sales. Harshad and Raj both are full busy. Hmm. That's what Dubai is quite common temperatures, right? We are understanding like that only if you say, not because of work. Okay, what is open to? Yeah, I think already I have given a session. If you need a more information, go through the YouTube video if you want to focus more. So open tofu is a open tofu, sorry, open source alternative to Terraform. Okay. So in August 10, 2023, HashiCorp is announced that after 9 years, Terraform is being open source, right? So they simply change the license open source to paid version, but not fully paid version. So if you need any support in the Terraform provider and they're giving free of cost, open source. Now their license, they have done some modifications in their license changes, especially so in terms of support and all. So Terraform is not fully open source now, not fully open source. Okay. In this case, the alternate, yeah. In this case, so open providers released their, the open source platform for alternate of Terraform. Clear now? So what is OpenTofu here? So OpenTofu, see, is becoming popular because it says fully open source, unlike Terraform, which moved to a restrictive license. Understand? Terraform is moved now open source to restrictive license. In this case, OpenTofu providers released a tool for alternate of Terraform. Clear now? That is OpenTofu. Then, what are the changes we need to implement? Nothing change, just command only change. Then how OpenTofu providers will work? The existing Terraform code. That does OpenTofu comes from Terraform? No, completely different providers. Okay, OpenTofu not comes from Terraform family, completely different. But then how they are going to be support for Terraform code? Simple logic. Terraform is open source tool, right? So they forked everything from Terraform and doing some configurations on top of that, doing some modifications on top of that. Understand? Still OpenTofu is working Terraform existing license only. Understand? So then changes are what here? For example, okay, migrate post we can discuss. Terraform init command, Terraform plan command, apply command, destroy command, right? The alternate commands are tofu init, tofu plan, tofu apply, tofu destroy. Understand? Just the difference are this only the 4 commands. So in this case, we have to be install OpenTOF into your local first. Okay. See, everything is same, no difference. But if you work with Tofu, you no need to pay single rupee to anyone. Open source. Okay. Yeah. So guys, resume points also there here. Terraform and OpenTofu also. I'm sharing into group. You can add in your, yeah, I'm using my organization OpenTofu. That's what I prepared this PPT. I think at that time this batch has not started, right? I have shared existing batch people. I'm working on this area. Like how I'm sharing everyday regular activities, right? Same. Okay, resume points. You can add in your resumes. Terraform and OpenTofu, 2-3 points OpenTofu. Good points for Terraform. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Now you can understand. If you go through the YouTube, my YouTube, you can easily understand. Naresh IT. So you can find my videos now here. OpenTofu. Sorry, I need to check here, right? You attended, huh? Great. OpenTofu. Yeah, this one. Okay. So just go through this video today, everyone. You will get a very good clarity. If you need more information. Okay. And also, and also here you can learn one more extra additional benefit if you go through this video. The additional benefit is disaster recovery state file for across region. Also I have explained here. Disaster recovery across region means what we can do. State file I need across region high availability. What we can do, state file is stored into S3 bucket, right? I need across region high availability. S3 replication. Clear now? So in that same concept is the replication also. Okay. So in that video, if you are interested, you can do that project also. Replication, how to enable and all. Okay. So first, if you are having any doubts, manual process, go through the manual process of state S3 replication, then go for Terraform. Okay. Without manual, don't go through any Terraform. Already we discussed, right? Manual process, S3 replication, same concept in Terraform I have explained. Plus OpenTofu also. Okay. The first important thing is in your local, you should install OpenTofu. Okay. Then we can start the process. OpenTofu is a provider. They will give support for existing Terraform code also. Or if you want to start from the scratch, also you can start. But at this time, there is no separate repository for OpenTofu. Still, we are using Terraform only. Okay. Still, we are using Terraform, but OpenTofu is using Terraform registry. Later, maybe they are also change their registry. We don't at this time. Okay. I will show you now. You can understand when we run OpenTofu commands, you are able to see the tofu init command and which repository it is taking plugins and all we can see. Okay. Clear now? Okay. Let's go to official document. OpenTofu. This is the one. The open source infrastructure as a code tool. Okay. The open source infrastructure as a code tool. Let me even share this. Okay. So that you can also go through it. Okay, just go through this after class, you can understand. Yeah. Open source infrastructure as a code tool. You may get a doubt already. Terraform is there, right? Terraform. So no, not open source tool, not fully open source tool. They have enabled some restrictions. See, this is very important. OpenTofu is a fork of Terraform. Understand? Simply copied. They're copied from there. You are releasing. You have changed your license, right? So I will copy from you. I can give free of cost. Okay. Yeah. So managed by the Linux Foundation. Okay. Let's go now. Installation process. So Ubuntu, Linux, RHEL, so many processes are there. Go for standalone approach, Linux, Mac, Windows. Click here. Windows PowerShell. Run these commands to install OpenTofu inside your laptop. If you want to install into the server, you can install inside the AWS EC2 instance. Okay. Let's run this command first. Switch to PowerShell. Done. Next is what? Run the installer command. Copy. So I'll give here. So copy. Error. Unauthorized access. Okay. Unauthorized access. If you run into script execution policy, when running the script, please run set execution policy scope process before. Okay. Okay. Let's run this. Okay. And again, you can run. Again, disable integrity verification with skip verify. Okay. The standalone installer verification download file you need to install. Okay. Skip verify. I'm going to skip verify. Copy. Skip verify. Okay. Skip verify. I'm running the command with skip verify only. Okay. Installing OpenTofu. Only the two instructions. Okay, done, right? only the two instructions. First instruction is you can run this, you can able to run. Next instruction is you can run skip verify, and before that you can run this also. Okay, let me give the commands better. Copy command number 1. You should run inside the PowerShell. Once again I'm saying. Number 2 and run, give this if you want to run. Clear now? So you are able to install. So now you can switch to GitHub also, no problem. You can switch to Git Bash. So you can give tofu, getting response, right? Tofu hyphen version you can give 1.9.0 open tofu is install. So now, okay, installation part is okay. My end 14, day 1, day 2 to day 14 process are there. Okay. mkdir day 15 open tofu. Okay. Sorry. Move. Okay, day 15 open tofu. Okay. So let's add a file, like kind of document, install process. Let me add one by one steps. So to install process, you can redirect into shell. Copy, paste it, next. If you are running inside the Windows PowerShell only, these commands. Linux, there are different commands. Next, this one. Okay. Skip, verify. Clear now? You can run like this. Yeah. Okay, now start the process how to work the OpenTofu. So you can run any directory, no problem. You can run from any directory, no problem. Yeah. So now let's go to here. Taking any existing code, Control A, Control C. So let's create a main.tf. Okay. So now Terraform init, whenever I don't know, yaar. That is installation process. Just verification strategy co-signing. So whenever I ran Terraform init, you can see here dot Terraform is created. Provider registry is what? Terraform.io HashiCorp AWS. Clear or not? Yeah, dot everything is Terraform only, guys. Just commands only changing. That's what I'm saying. Next, when I run Terraform init, which provider the request is go to? Terraform.io HashiCorp, same process, right? Let's run now OpenTofu init. Means tofu init. Yeah. So request is going to where? Tofu init also. You can see even. Okay. Now you can see. Inside Terraform init, we have a registry.opentofu.org, registry.terraform.io. This is OpenTofu. You can click here. Still request goes to where? HashiCorp, AWS, same. Just they are changing their organization name only. Next, if you click here, see till here to here same or not? But the difference is what? This is OpenTofu, this is Terraform. That's it only. Still they are using HashiCorp repositories only. Maybe they can create their own repository later. How they are able to access? This is the repositories and all open source. That's all. See, we can also use Terraform modules, Terraform registries and all, right? Open source. Clear now? Let's give tofu plan. So, yeah, one to add. Clear or not? What I'm trying to do, existing Terraform code, okay, I'll do one thing. Terraform apply. Hungry, na? Terraform apply auto approve, right? What happened? Okay, okay, got it. Let's run Terraform init one more time. Upgrade is not required, even though no problem. Let's run apply directly. Resource created through Terraform, right? Let's go and check. EC2 is created, right? EC2 is created. Now this EC2, sorry, US East time. Yeah. Now instance is running. This instance is created by Terraform, right? Now I want to migrate this into OpenTofu. Understand the existing resource also without any impact. How to move Terraform to OpenTofu? Nothing is there. Simply just follow the migration strategy here. What they are giving, migrating to OpenTofu, right? Click here. Your version is what? Terraform. One point 10.5, right? My version is more than 1.9, right? So click on this. Migrating to OpenTofu from Terraform 1.9 and more than. So first is what? Prepare a disaster recovery plan. For what? Disaster recovery plan for what? State file. Understand? Yeah. So that's what in that video I have explained. Disaster recovery plan across agent, across region. Across agent means automatically S3 will take care of across agent. But region we can take care. Yeah. Next, same. First is Terraform plan. If no changes means install OpenTofu, this version. Backup your stateful. My stateful already took a backup in different region. Next, code changes are required. The following functions are not supported in OpenTofu. If you are using encode.tfvars, decode.tfvars, and encode-e expression, if you are using these three kind of things, it won't support your OpenTofu. But I'm not using these three. Okay, these three. So I can simply go for the next process. See, if really on these functions, please refactor your code to work without them. Understand? Yeah. Now, S3 backend, if you are using S3 backend, please change your code as follows. If you are using skip S3 checksum, I'm not using endpoint SSO, we are not using anything. If it is there, remove that block. Okay, the OpenTofu removed block works differently from the Terraform variants. So please review the documentation. Remove the lifecycle block. If you use the lifecycle destroy equal to true, remove that also. It won't work for OpenTofu. Next, if you are using override, see these and all. If you use only, we can take care. If you are not using these and all, you can light. You can just go for the next process. Next process is what? Inspect tofu plan. Okay, first what they're saying, okay, if you are working with existing repository, existing resource that are already created by Terraform, first how to migrate, just run Terraform plan only. Ensure the Terraform plan should be 0. Okay, no changes. Now install OpenTofu. Then give tofu plan. If your Terraform tofu request is able to hit same state file, na, here also if you get no changes, na, then no problem. Tofu plan. Okay, let's initialize the tofu init. Now this is working on Terraform init, right? Now switch to tofu init upgrade. So my latest version 5.89, so no issues. Even though you can give init upgrade. If you are using any fourth version, if you give init upgrade, it will take new version. Now you can give tofu plan. If it will come 0 changes, then you can go for this process. See, request is going to same refresh state only, right? No changes. Clear? Now you can run tofu apply also, no problem. If I apply, still no changes only, right? Tofu apply also, still no changes. Clear now? So this is the process how to migrate existing resource to OpenTofu. Simple. Run Terraform plan. Any other modifications are impacting? No impacting means simply tofu install, tofu init, and follow their instructions first. The instructions are what? If it is Terraform version is 1.9 more than these instructions. Okay. So install Terraform plan we can check first. Install OpenTofu. And if you are using these many blocks in your code, take care. These are we are not using at all. So you can directly go for inspect plan from Terraform tofu plan and then apply. Okay, tofu apply. Clear? Any questions from anyone? Tofu will support any cloud. See, whatever Terraform, see, you just understand OpenTofu is copy from Terraform. Whatever Terraform will do, OpenTofu also will do. Clear now? No different. Just owners only changing. Understand? Owner organization name only changing. Clear how to work with tofu? Only the three commands difference. Tofu init, plan, apply. Existing also we can support. You can follow that this document based on the version. Almost same process. 1.8 also same process. Same, no difference. They're giving document like this only. I have seen already, no changes. Even 1.6 also same process. Okay. If you mention OpenTofu in resume, then migrating from Terraform to OpenTofu. Yeah, definitely. Explain this process only. There is no difference. Just you can explain how you can implement it in your organization Terraform to OpenTofu. First, we have to check the supporting versions. So there is a there is a guidelines for the OpenTofu. If you are using 1.9 version, process is different. 1.8 process is different. First, we should understand Terraform version. Then go through the document. First, we can run the Terraform plan. Make sure the plan should be 0. So then stateful should be updated with the configuration. And then we can plan a disaster recovery. Take the backup of state file somewhere. If something is happening, we can again switch back to Terraform, right? And then we can run Terraform plan. Yeah, 0 changes are there means we can install tofu init, tofu installation, then tofu init, tofu plan. So tofu request also should go to same state file. So it should give 0 changes. Then we can understand tofu also align with that existing Terraform resources. If you want, you can give tofu apply also. So no changes will come. So next time onwards, if you do any further modifications, you can do tofu. You can uninstall Terraform also now. Understand what I'm trying to say? You can uninstall Terraform also now local. So tofu will work directly. We already migrated right Terraform to OpenTofu. So you can use tofu now, simply. The reason, the request, again it will go to same HashiCorp registry only. That's what the no problem. Yeah. Yeah, Terraform is not completely paid version. Terraform is not fully open source. OpenTofu is a fully open source. Even you can check in the chat GPT, you may get some insight on this. Any changes maybe takes place, the background. Terraform, OpenTofu. Terraform is moved to business source license, not open source now, which restricts commercial use. OpenTofu remains open source, aims to be community driven. Adoption widely used with enterprise support, Terraform, growing adoption in the open source community. Fully open, limited due to closed governance. Okay. Yeah, Red Hat is there, right? Same like that. If you delete Terraform, how Terraform commands will work? Tofu commands will work. If you delete Tofu, how Tofu commands will work? It will work Terraform commands. Yeah. So in my organization also, I did same thing to change Terraform to OpenTofu, one of the kind requirement. Okay. Same, whatever I did now, same I have done. No change. But here state file created locally, right? But real time this state file should be there in S3 bucket. In that case, versioning enable S3 bucket only, right? We no need to worry. If state file is corrupted means we can go for second version, and the versioning enable, if you can do it, means there you can see your state file. You can again restore back. That's what disaster. But why I have explained in this project cross region replication. The topic also will cover. That's what I'm choosing that. Okay. Even S3 versioning is enabled is fine. Then why again different region? Just I have explained. If maybe they may ask in interest, so many interests they ask. Your state file how to protect from the disaster from across region. Same concept. Clear, everyone? So 15 days Terraform classes completed. Still, if you want to learn anything, that you can take care. Okay. Sir, how to create load balancer through Terraform means like that so many resources are there. Not possible to show every resource through Terraform, right? I can show what are the logics are there in the Terraform completed. Sir, you haven't completed Terraform with CloudWatch, Terraform with GCP, Terraform with Azure means 5 months Terraform only. Understand? What are the important resources? EC2, VPC, subnets, custom network, RDS, Lambda, everything is done, right? Now, if you know the process of manual, you can easily do through Terraform. For example, guys, you tell me how to create target group in steps in EC2. Target group creation process is what? Tell me. Click on the target group, create target group, and okay, just wait, guys. Let me just wait. Let me delete. Just wait. 1 minute only. My end cluster is running. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's. So actually, we are going to discuss the coming classes. Major 3 projects. So one project is on Node.js. One project is on Python. So one project is on DevOps. Sorry, Java. Okay. So all applications I'm going to cover, you don't worry. Process is similar, just very small changes are in the Docker file only. Okay. Whether any code, you no need to open code, not your responsibility. Clear what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Please, yeah, all libraries, front-end code, front-end libraries. Which flow? Which flow? First, give me the clarity. What? Like main fun. Yeah, we already discussed right at the time. Backend API, how it will work, and already we explained. We already discussed. Anyway, I will explain one more time. Okay. Next. But guys, just I'm saying one thing. In the real time, your responsibility is for enter cloud only, not application. Understand? Application development, not your responsibility. Even if you ask to them, I will develop application also, they won't give. You don't worry. Okay. Same vice versa. Developers will ask, I will take care of Kubernetes also, they won't give. Clear? Both are different. First, be strong in your area. Then go for other areas. This is very important. Here 10%, there 10%, here 10% means finally you have to face one question from the interviewer. I should select this profile for which role? Tell me. You may say, I know application development, I know testing, I know database, I know cloud, I know DevOps. Okay, you know everything. Tell me which profile I should select, which role I should select this profile. First, you don't have clarity at that question. Be strong in your area. Even developers also taking training, right? Developers, you can add DevOps skill set also in your resume. You can call out in the interview time. Yes, I'm the developer only, but in few tasks or in the previous company, previous project, I work close with DevOps engineers. So we configured clusters, Terraform, Docker and all. And in present company, alone I'm handling those tasks. So you can considering my profile as a developer only. Still I can handle DevOps activities. If you want to move completely DevOps, if you are strong in the DevOps after this training, say different. So I work 2 years developer if you are having a 5 years experience. I work 2 years as a developer and after that I moved to DevOps side completely. Now you can consider as a DevOps profile. If you are having 6 years plus 7 years plus experience, you can consider both. So they will give like a TL position to you. Understand how the structure will work. If you are having 2 years, I can handle everything means no one can believe first. Take care. Even frankly speaking, nothing to hide here. Whatever projects I'm explaining here, I'm taking reference from Google code from the Google only. I'm not developing from the scratch. I don't have much time to develop code from the scratch. Clear? But I have done some changes in the code. Reference I will take. Even not only me. 10 years, 20 years experience developers also, no one can write a code from scratch. They will take any code from the reference, they will modify accordingly. Even Terraform also, we are not writing code from the scratch. We are DevOps engineers, right? We are taking code from the Terraform registry or Google or ChatGPT, something we are doing modifications. Clear or not? That you can understand first. How to write a code from the scratch. If still your thoughts like that only means, definitely, maybe the confidence level you may reduce in your end. That is not good. Understand? Yeah. Okay, my cluster is deleting. Okay, let's move to the concept now. Let's move to the concept now. Open to four. Clear now? Let's go to the target group. Terraform, that's what I'm saying. There is no UI for Terraform here. It's a tool. Okay. So only here we can interact the registry only directly. There is no UI like, AWS and all. Okay. Workspaces concept again, I'm saying we are not using in the real time. Managing states, multiple states are difficult. Clear? So the reason, simple logic, this process will work for only, this process will work for only local only. Terraform remote state backend configuration, if you implement, na, whenever you run any workspace, request will go to same state file in the background backend.tf. Why? Main.tf, if you configure backend block, na, when you run workspace dev, test, prod, request will go to same state file, right? But stateful is common. Here you are managing different workspaces. So that is not a good practice. Your workspace, stateful, both are should same. Like that you can handle. Clear or not? That's what. Okay, tell me how to create target group. The manual process is what? Create target group. Give the target group name. Instances. VPC. Health checks. Something. How many steps are there? First name. Instances. First name. Next is what? Helix. Done. Create. 3 steps only, right? Let's go to whatever experience you have, you can mention it only. We can't add more experience. Okay, if you're having career gap, we can add. Okay, Terraform registry. So here you can mention target group. Tell me guys, Are you able to understand or not this process? First is what? Name of the target group. Next is what? Port. Next is what? Protocol. Why VPC? While creating target group, we should select VPC or not? VPC, protocol, name, HTTP. Done. See, whatever instructions you are giving, you can give as a file. That's it only. Sir, you are not explain target group in Terraform. What should I explain here? You can easily understand, right? You know, right? How to call this VPC ID. That's it. For example, my VPC along in the same resource VPC also creating means we can give like that. My VPC is already created. Then I should use the existing VPC. Then how to call here? Data source. Very good. Data source. Write a data block and call here. Understand the differences now? Yeah. Target group is clear, right? Can we look how to create load balancer also? Let's go to the manual process. Application load balancer. Name, instance, internet facing. How many subnet we should give here? 2 public subnets across agent, right? Okay. Network mapping, okay. Secret group, okay. Next, listeners and rules. Which listener it is? HTTP listener, 80 port, target group mapping. Clear na? Done. Let's go to check Terraform registry. Even no need to check every time Google. You can go here in the search application load balancer like that also you will get. So I'm preparing you guys not to stick specific resource with Terraform. Understand? Any resource will come. You are able to understand the Terraform. That's it. Guess you can easily understand by seeing this. Easily you can understand by seeing this. They are using what? Module. Understand? This code already there in this source. We are giving the values or simply give a resource. If you don't want to use module, give a resource. Where is AWS ELB? Resource block. Clear or not? Resource block. See here, name of the load balancer. Here is what? Availability zones. Minimum how many required? Okay. Let's go to here. Application load balancer. Otherwise, I will show my code. We have to check application load balancer, Terraform registry. Okay. See, application load balancer, network load balance. Application load balancer difference is where? Here only. Network load balancer difference is there here only. Next. You know, right? Name is required. Internal equal to false means what? Internal equal to false means what? Internal equal to false means external load balancer indirectly, right? Load balancer type, you know, secret group, you know, subnets, you know. How many subnets required? Minimum 2. Next. Enable deletion protection means true. If you can give, if someone can delete, na, it will just ask to disable first and delete. Hello? 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 Clear na guys what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Yeah. So access logs also you can enable. Access logs means load balancer access logs can store into S3 bucket. Means if load balancer accessing, getting response, getting 503 bad gateway, getting 404, getting 200 base. These logs, if you want to check, configure into any one of the S3 bucket. Whenever load balancer access, if you hit load balancer endpoint, one log will be generated. That logs will be stored into S3 bucket. Clear? Manually also there. Manual also there. Let me show you. Somewhere it will be there. Manually also there. If they give you can. Load balancer logs where it is. It should be there. Dashboard monthly once they're updating us. So very difficult to understand where the things are there. Flow logs not there here. Why? Okay. Okay. Flow is missing. Let's go first. Anyway, if required, you can do it. Okay. Flow logs. Production environment. Okay. So why target group is missing here? If you want to import, you can run import command also. Just load balance. Every resource before there is import command also anyway. Let me open my project. Repositories. Three-tier app infra. How many regions are there? Two. First go for only one region, not two regions. Okay. So lot of things are there. You don't worry. First draw the architecture. Then you can understand. RDS is required, right? Database is required or not? So RDS, whenever you can switch to primary US East 1, when you can apply, RDS will create first and something in auto scaling, load balance, and everything will be created. First VPC will create, RDS will create, security groups will create, launch template will create, target group will create, auto scaling will create, load balances will create. Okay. Let's check now load balancers. So where is the load balancer here? Backend target group and load balancer. Front end target group and load balancer. Let's go to front end target group. This is clear, right? Just before we discuss how to create target group. Clear, right? Okay. What is this? Yeah, dependency block. Why? The single directory inside, so many files are there. So when this target group will create, target group dependency is what? VPC. So dependency block VPC means first create VPC, after that only this load balance target group will create. Otherwise it won't create. If it will create, what will happen? Terraform will give an error. VPC does not exist. Clear or not? Next, what is this? Load balancer. Which load balancer? Application. Secret group, subnets, Dependency block for what? Clear, right? Load balancer create and target group should be create first. So in this case, okay, target group also there. So load balancer creation process is separate resource. Load balancer listeners are separate resource. Understand what I'm trying to say? in the manual process, you can give listener or not here. Listeners and routings. So in Terraform, this is considering as a separate resource. Listeners. That's what. So that's what here missing. Understand? This is only giving load balancer. You can give application load balancer plus listeners. You will get both. Clear now? Default forward to forward group. Listener. Same thing. Let's come now. Yeah. So listeners for front end, which port? 80. You can give right here. Listener 80 protocol target group. Clear or not? See here. Listener protocol port load balancer. So depends on what? Target group. Default direction is wait forward to this target group ARN. Understand? Yeah. Next. Okay. When this listeners will create after target group will create, right or not? Otherwise, what will happen? If listener primary agent is what? Redirect into target group. If target group is not created, listener will throw an error. Target group does not exist. That's what we are adding target group. So where is the target group? Here. So this is first should create this one, then load balancer, then listener. Clear? Process. Even you can write here instead of target. Yeah, correct. You can add ALB dependency. Yeah, ALB dependency only this is. Okay, sorry. You can add this is ALB dependency also. ALB is target group dependency. Work like that. Clear? Okay. Clear? This is application load balancer and target group. Anyone has any questions? You can ask. Clear or not? Silence means I can understand clear. Monday I will check every repository. Clear? Are you sure? Okay. So if I want to create network load balancer, changes will come where exactly? If I want to change my load balancer's internal load balancer, where the changes will come? Okay. If my list, I want to give 443 also for load balancer, where it will come? Add port and protocol. Still, if you're facing any issues, copy here. Simply go to ChatGPT. Quickly you can ask also. $443 also required. I'm explaining different approaches from where you can take the code. That's what my intention is. There is no rocket science to add HTTPS here. Simply we can add one more listener only. Understand? Okay, 2 listeners. So 2 resource blocks. From here, anything we can modify this? Anything we can modify? On that point, interview extreme use case, they will not, they will only tell you to create like easy. Yeah, see, they will ask you, just tell any sample resource. Okay, you can create any resource your wish. If they mention write a RDS Terraform code means they won't expect from you like a syntax and all, just skeleton. Okay, this is resource block. RDS required what? Required parameters are what? You know manual processor, required parameters are what? Instance type, RDS type, version, engine type, storage. You can write all the things, username, password, there only. Open the bracket, close the bracket, that's it. They're expecting this thing only from your end. What is exit version? What is exit volume? What is the name of the, no one can expect, no one knows that. Understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Tell me, still can we modify to this process? Yeah, that's it only. How to remember, guys? See, I also forget the resource of AWS listener. AWS underscore LB listener. How many resources we can remember? You can write like this resource name, no need to write like this in the in the time of interview. Simply write resource, AWS LB listener only. Or listeners. No one will ask you what is exactly name of listener. No one will ask in interview. This is very clear. Clear? Yeah. No, it's not like that, guys. See, if any, even me also not possible. If someone can ask, write a resource block and auto scaling group, I too don't know. What I can do? Okay, resource. How to write simply what I can do. If someone can ask how to write a resource, can you please write a auto scaling group Terraform? What I can do? Resource block. Just I will put here. Auto scaling, I will write like this only. What is the name of auto scaling? I too don't know the resource block name. Understand what I'm trying to say? Next is what? Local name you can write dev or something. Okay, open the bracket, close the bracket. In between you can write whatever you remember in the auto scaling group. Okay. First is what? Launch template will come here. Like that you can say only. Next VPC will come here. Subnet parameters will come here. Like this you can write. No need to write exactly code what exactly is there in that. Understand? From this they may ask, okay, here subnet how to call, subnet already there. Here VPC how to call, VPC already there. Kind of question they may ask. No one can validate your code. Okay? Yeah. So if you can easily write VS Code also, right? VS Code you will get suggestions. AWS underscore. You can type A. Some auto scaling suggestions will come. You can select. No problem. Like that also you can do it. Clear? Why I'm saying to maintain a good repository nowadays in interviews, have you practiced anything your last 4 years, 5 years? Show me your GitHub repository kind of questions they're asking. Understand? GitHub everything will track, right? Time and date and all. That's what I'm saying. If you start the last day, they can understand this practice is not you done in one day only. Everyday practice they can understand this is that day I have practiced this area, this area, this area. You can explain like that also. It will create a good impact. Someone you can take clone 4 can do it means this is not your practice. Others practice you are cloning. Just follow my instructions, guys. That's it. Clear now? Target group, load balancer. Anyone has any questions? So now if you can we create by using single resource? See, variable you can mention 2. Here you can call each value dynamically if required. Same security group we have done same process. Multiple rules, multiple different source. CIDR is there means we can call like this. Each value under. Clear? If required you can, otherwise you can leave it. So how to think that level just I'm explaining here. I'm not asking you to do now. Okay. Don't stick on if Terraform is given two different resources. You just think again, why two resources? Both are same, right? Creating listeners only. Can we manage single? Like that you need to think now. Okay. Yeah. Next is what? Launch template, right? How to create launch template? Yeah, code reduction. Launch template process is what? Same. Give the all steps you can give again, like easy to, right? So let's go to ask your Terraform registry. See, whatever you require, you can add it as a template. AMI, instance type, key name, image ID, instance type, everything, whatever you require, you can add. Clear? Launch template. So you can go on my directory. You can see the primary. You can do only single region, not for multiple regions at this time. Launch template EF. Clear now? This is what already have explained. Data block for AMI, self AMI, custom AMI. What we can do here? You can give self. Okay. Filter name is what? Front end AMI. Clear now? So I'm creating a launch template. Yeah, correct. Resources. Same. Required. Image ID, instance type, VPC, key name, user date. Whatever required, you can add in the launch template. So why launch template? Auto scaling group required reference for this launch template. It will take. User data, you no need to use this much of thing also. Directly you can give file. File, give the front end.tsh. File function. Clear now? Yeah, based on the code lines. Exactly. Next, launch template, target group, listeners, load balance. Next is what? Next is what? Next, what we can create? Target group has also created auto scaling group, right? Go to the auto scaling group. Auto scaling group reference is for what? Launch template. Yeah. So now auto scaling group I'm creating. Same process, right? Auto scaling group required what? Minimum, desired, maximum. And name you can give. Which VPC? Which target group? Clear or not? Why target group here? Auto scaling group creates servers into same target group only. Auto scaling group creates a instance into same subnets only. How many subnets I'm giving? 2. Why? Across agent. Next is what? Health checks types are easy to. Auto scaling group, whatever steps are there, I'm using. Launch template I'm giving. Clear now? Okay. Now this is instance refresh strategy. You can keep default also, no problem. I'm giving rolling. Minimum health percentage is 50%. Okay. Yeah, default behavior used to use auto scaling group health checks grace period. Default behavior means as per the AWS, it will auto scaling, it will start their own process. Yeah, refreshing only. Okay. So why trigger is here? Launch template trigger. For example, I'll come to that. Wait first, please. Let me complete. Here, launch template inside. Auto scaling while creating a time. Oh, this is completely different. Guys, auto scaling group already created in the launch template. Okay. For example, later if you want to change the version, what we can do? Open the auto scaling group, change the launch template version, right? Whenever you can change the launch template version, what will happen? Next time onwards, auto scaling group creates servers from the reference of this launch template. Launch template contains what? AMI. Clear now? So here this meaning is launch template here, desired capacity. You can add any argument. Triggers already we discussed, right, in the null resource time. If any changes will come in the launch template, automatically it will trigger again. Go to the instance refresh state. Understand? Instance refresh state. Strategy is what? Rolling update. Rolling means what? Not delete immediately all the resources, and recreate strategy means delete all, create again. Rolling means one by one, delete, one by one, create. Clear now? This is the strategy. Why this instance refresh strategy is coming here? If any launch template changes will come, automatically it will be going to the rolling strategy. Clear now? Yeah. We can add a triggers. In the last null resource class time also, we have added triggers for what? AMI, right? If any AMI will change, only trigger will work. Until then that, no, it won't change, right? That's what we have given different availability zone. If you use the different availability zone, we are giving instance ID trigger. Whenever availability zone will change, instance ID will change, again it will trigger. Until then that it won't change. Clear? Yeah. So whenever you can run apply command again and again, this block will work if any changes are there in the launch template only. Clear now? Until that this block will skip. Clear now? Yeah. Remaining are you know, right? This process are you know. But manual process, what you can do? Simply go to change the version and update it. But through Terraform, we can use this triggers strategy. Clear now? Yeah. Same, this is for what? Same backend. Same, whatever I explain launch template, target group, and these and all for front end, same process for backend also. Clear now? So your work is this 2 days. Tomorrow we don't have class, right? I will give steps how to do the project. Here everything is ready. You can simply apply means architecture, everything will be created. Load balance, auto scaling, everything will be created. But now you need to do the project, right? In that case, you need a AMI, right? Source is AMI, right? So in that case, what you can do? First build project manually. Already we have done, right? Create AMS from there. That AMS you can give where? Launch template inside. Give the your AMI name. My AMI name is front-end AMI. Please change at least name. You also don't give front-end AMI name. Okay. So front-end, back-end, two changes only come. First deploy manual process, then take a AMIs, then same process you can implement through Terraform. Clear? End to end. So RDS is also required. So do it. This is your task for today and tomorrow. Sunday's different planning is there. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Regarding, yeah, tell me. Tell me, Raj. Okay, okay. Exam. That is also, see, when you do this project now, almost your Terraform questions will come from this project only. What is dependency block? What is data source block? What is this thing and all? Test also Terraform, practice also Terraform. Then what is the problem? If test is on Docker, practice on Terraform, you may trouble, right? Both are in same concepts, right? No problem. Already I have given time till Thursday, right, for test, right? Just complete the project. If you are facing any issue, let me know. We will help you. You are unable to complete means explain your problem first Monday, then I will show here why you are unable to complete. Project, you know how to deploy manually. You know what is Terraform, 15 classes system. Code also here. Still, what is the problem? Let me understand from you Monday. Whoever facing, then I will explain. Clear? Yes. Yeah, when we see manual process, you no need to create everything, right? Only 2 servers only you can create public servers. Deploy your project, create AMIs. Manual process also don't take 8 subnets, 10 subnets. Take single subnet, deploy your code, front-end server, back-end server into say different servers, 2 servers. public servers you can take. From the public servers, you can create two AMIs. The AMS you can give Terraform, and two public servers you can delete later. First check able to access or not your application. Then go for the Terraform through process. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I will share the points how to do it. Step 1, step 2 and all. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye. Yeah, Terraform also create two servers if required. Yeah.